This is Stuff You Like, you can call me Ursa, and I really love Galaxy Quest. A movie about belief, the power of expectation, and Star Trek. The plot, it goeth thusly. 20 years ago, a group of actors starred in Galaxy Quest, an enormously successful sci-fi TV show which bears a suspicious resemblance to Star Trek. Now they're Adam Westing it up on the convention circuit, they haven't had any other acting jobs in years, and they've had time to get really sick of their roles.
We'll say that stupid line one more time.
And each other. Especially of Tim Allen's Jason Nesmith / The Commander. But then Jason gets invited to a gig with the Thermians, who, as it turns out, are real aliens who think Galaxy Quest was a documentary, and suddenly everything is real. So the cast have to become their characters and save the day from Attila the Crab while everyone hams it up magnificently. Or crabs it up. Whatever. So mostly it's fish out of water in space. And it is a glorious and seriously affectionate parody of Star Trek. It has all of the little touches. It has Gwen's TV guide interview.
6 paragraphs about my boobs and how they fit into my suit.
Which was based on an actual interview someone did with Jerry Ryan about 7 of 9. It's got everyone hating the captain. It's got actors overshadowed by their most popular role. It's got getting your shirt off, pulling down your top, and rolling when on an alien planet. Oh, and conventions. But it's got heart. There are 2 ways of doing a parody. You can have great and passionate love for your subject matter, or you can have great and passionate hate for your subject matter, but you have to be, you know, passionate about it. But great and passionate love, I think, tends to make for better films. Not least because it means you're more likely to, well, like the characters. And I do. Jason Nesmith starts out egomaniacal and annoying and selfish and ends up generous and cooperative and a real leader. Alexander says his line with total sincerity. Yes, I know it's a little more complicated than that, but we'll get to it. They code the computer to Gwen's voice, so it tells everyone else only the basics, if anything, but her precisely what she wants to know. Tommy drives a spaceship for real, Frank gets a lady friend and everyone gets to tell him the answers, making him look like the expert. Guy, having only his own expectations, gets to show off his genre savvy.
Did you guys ever watch the show?
They become the mask. The reason they can do this in the first place is because the Thermians don't understand lying, and so assume that everything is true and believe that Jason Nesmith truly is Commander Peter Quincy Taggart. Normally I'm not a fan of deliberate deception plot lines, especially ones which sort of have that noble myth feel. I tend to feel that lying to people deliberately is going to come back and bite you. The noble myth is from Plato's Republic, or possibly Plato's The Republic, and the example he gives is that you tell a deliberate lie to the population for social cohesion or harmony or advancing your own particular agenda. So yeah, there's the possibility of making up a nicely reductive lie that human beings like, because we don't like complexity in our answers, generally speaking. And that'll be great. You can talk people into believing whatever you want. That said, I tend to think that deliberately deceiving people to bully or bribe them into good behavior may be effective, but in the long term, not so good. But what's going on in Galaxy Quest is actually more interesting than that, because it gets right down to why noble lies or noble myths even work in the first place. Human beings, if given a story that they believe in, will act in ways that justify that story. And this has a lot of facets, but it's basically the power of belief. The Thermians believe with all of their little squiddy hearts that Jason and Alexander and Gwen are heroes. And so Jason and Alexander and Gwen start to act like heroes because they do not want to disappoint that expectation. And eventually they start believing it for themselves. This is the power of placebo, of belief, that thinking something about yourself can make it so. And even more frighteningly, other people thinking things about you can also make it so. My favourite example of cultural meaning and expectation overriding, well, logic, is an experiment where doctors had neurotic patients, that's patients with anxiety or mental distress, and they were advised that the doctor thought that a sugar pill would help them. And did they know what a sugar pill was. A sugar pill was a pill which contained no medicine whatsoever, but that we think that this sugar pill will help you as it has helped other people. Would you be willing to try it between now and your next appointment? And they went away and they took their sugar pills 3 times a day with food, and they came back and they felt significantly better. Because even though they'd been told that it's a sugar pill, it contains no medicine at all, the doctor believes that it's going to help them because the doctor, knows about the placebo effect, and the doctor has given them pills, and their own cultural expectation is that pills from the doctor make you feel better, and so they feel better. Belief, including other people believing on your behalf, can change you. This is why I love the plot arc of Galaxy Quest so much. The Thermians believe that Alexander is Dr. Lazarus, Maktar, noble alien guy. This belief changes Alexander from...
I want to say that stupid line one more time.
To...
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged.
And that sounds like something that Alexander is just saying to comfort the dying alien who looked up to his character so much. But it's not. He gets up and he goes and avenges him. Alexander Dane, who played Richard III, there were 5 curtain calls, goes and attacks an alien with his bare hands. The reasons I love Galaxy Quest are 1, because it so very clearly loves its source material and I cannot help but be endeared to it by that. And 2, I really like stories where the power of belief changes people for the better. So yeah, go watch Galaxy Quest and believe.